Welcome to this special edition of Audio Underground, Women's Voices. This week, the mic belongs to the women who have carried stories in their bones, who have lived entire lifetimes behind closed doors, who have survived things the world never saw and rebuilt themselves from places no one else could name. This week, we honor the women who are told to be quiet, to be small, to be grateful, to be polite, and who chose instead to speak. This is a space for women who have been dismissed, overlooked, underestimated, and underestimated again. The women who have been called names, who have been pushed aside, and who have been told they were too much or not enough. This week, their voices rise. This week, their stories matter. This week, we listen. This is Women's Voices, a week for truth, for resilience, for reclamation, for the sound of women finally taking up the space they always deserved. And this is my story. Before I begin, I want to say this. Artists write songs from their own experiences, their memories, their heartbreaks, their truths. But when we listen, we bring our own lives to the music. We interpret it through what we've lived, and what we've survived, and what we're still trying to understand. This week, these songs aren't about what the artist meant. They're about what I heard in them, what they stirred in me after only a few listens, and how they echo the story I'm finally ready to tell. I am a woman, a small town, sheltered, privileged white woman. And I am a woman who has been harassed by men for as long as I can remember. I've been harmed by men who are bigger, stronger, louder. I've been touched without consent by men that I knew and men that I didn't. I've had men look me in the eye and unleash the sharpest words they carried. Fucking bitch, cunt. Spoken with purpose, aimed squarely at the woman standing before them. I've stood toe-to-toe with men twice my size, which doesn't take much. But size, gender, and race should never determine kindness. Kindness should come in every shape, every voice, every body, and it should come first. The first song I'm sharing this week is Inside the Silence by Nighthymn. To me, this song sounds like the scream I carried inside my body for years. The scream I knew no one would hear, even if I let it out. It reminds me of the life I lived behind closed doors, the life I hid, the life I survived in silence. When I finally spoke, it wasn't loud. It wasn't dramatic. It was quiet, a whisper shared only with people I knew were safe. It took me 2 years to say the truth out loud, to anyone beyond that small circle. 2 years to give voice to the abuse we endured. In the silence, no one else could hear. This song is the sound of that silence, and the moment it finally began to break.
Deep inside the silence, words I've never said, shadows of the battles waging in my head, fears beneath the surface, hidden in my eyes, stepping into daylight, brave enough to rise, unpacking the damage, digging for the truth, every scar is a battle, and I made it through. Life is a battle, each step is a fight, but I'm holding on tight, that still remains. Courage fills the cracks where pain once had control. Now I'm taking back what the silence stole. I held my breath through every scream, quietly hoping not to be seen. But I won't stay silent, not anymore. I break the chains, you're my master no more. I won't stay silent, not anymore. Life is a battle, each step is a fight, but I'm holding on tight, turning darkness to light. No more running from silence, facing all my fears. Life is a battle, and I've shed enough tears. I held my breath through every scream, quietly hoping not to be seen. But I won't stay silent, not anymore. I break the chains, you're my master no more. I won't stay silent, not anymore. Life is a battle, each step is a fight, but I'm holding on tight, turning darkness to light. No more running from silence, facing all my fears. Life is a battle, and I've shed enough tears. Shed enough tears.
It is said all we need is 20 seconds of insane courage. But courage is hard when the unknown is louder than your heartbeat. We imagine every scenario, every consequence, every reason to stay quiet. We talk ourselves out of the very thing that might save us. My unknown was this: why didn't you just leave? Because I had invested years of my life, my time, my energy, my love, my money. Because leaving felt like failure. Because the first question is, what will people think of me? Accusations. It becomes financial control. It becomes verbal attacks, social media harassment, manipulation through children, silence used as a weapon. The next song this week is Black Box Universe by Sarah Shafey. She sings about a small town that once meant everything and how it eventually became just a place. When I hear this song, I think about my own small town. Not the one that I was born in, the one I moved to. The one where, even after all these years, I still feel like an outsider. My small town is full of men who hand out labels to people they never bothered to understand. Men who believe women's bodies are theirs to touch, to comment on, to claim. For years, I had a customer who called me over every day, wrapped his arm around me, and asked me if he could grab my boobs. Like it was a joke, like it was harmless. This town has never been my everything. It has been a place I survived, and I cannot wait for the day that I finally get to leave it behind.
Losing the script is never legit.
There were so many days when I let the world decide who I should be, because my family had already decided who I was going to be. I remember the day I looked in the mirror and didn't recognize myself. I remember asking, how did I get here? How did I let everyone else decide who I was going to be? We all want support, a gentle nudge, a push in the right direction. But when you reach the point where you can't see yourself anymore, you start whispering the truth to people who will support your decisions, no matter the cost. The next song this week is Color Bloom by Allegra, one of my favorites. She sings about how we look to other people for answers, as if life is supposed to be black and white. But the truth is, the answers we need aren't out there. They're in here, in the mirror, in the person staring back at us, when we finally have the courage to look. This song reminds me of the moment I stopped searching outside of myself and started listening to the voice I had buried for years.
Are you gonna be the one to come fix all my problems? Or are you gonna ruin my whole life? Kept finding myself living in the shade and shadows instead of seeing all the light. Always just a yes or no, right or wrong, or maybe so. Wasn't nowhere to be found. Kept looking high and low, far and wide, but let nobody on my side, so I couldn't find the middle ground. And now I see that life's not black and white. There's a million shades in between, pink, purple, red, and green. From the brightest of yellow to the darkest of blue. Now I'm seeing life in full color blue. Kept looking for someone to give me all the answers, show me how happy I could be, when really all I needed was to recognize the one who was staring back at me. Looking up into the sky to see the stars that shine so bright are the ones I hung myself. All the clouds blew away, lifting all the doubt and gray to reveal the beauty in my life. And now I see that life's not black and white. There's a million shades in between, pink, purple, red, and green. From the brightest of yellow to the darkest of blue. Now I'm seeing life in full color blue. 'Cause even on the brightest of days, there's always a chance of rain. So let it pour anyway, 'cause a rainbow will stay. Baby, life's not black and white. There's a million shades in between, pink, purple, red, and green. From the brightest of yellows to the darkest of blue. Now I'm seeing life in full color. Baby, life's not black and white. There's a million shades in between, pink, purple, red, and green. From the brightest of yellows to the darkest of blue. Now I'm seeing life in full color
My roots gave me empathy, the kind that hurts. I grew up with a mother who cared more for others than she ever cared for me. She told me she made me strong, but I made me strong. And the strength people see in me isn't confidence, it's survival. I was the scapegoat, the mediator, the fixer, and it's exhausting. It's terrifying. It creates a life full of anxiety and fear. While I was fixing everyone else's problems, no one was fixing mine. And my problems grew into a 16-year marriage with an alcoholic narcissist. I married a man who seemed kind and polite in public, but behind closed doors, he could be a monster. I didn't even realize at first that what I was living through was abuse. When I finally tried to tell my story, it didn't sound believable. There were no bruises to point to, no visible scars. His words were the weapons, and they were aimed at me and my son. I didn't know I could call the police, and even if I had, I wasn't sure anyone would believe me. He didn't paint a picture of who he wanted me to be. He told everyone who I was. He stayed calm while he insulted me. He smiled while he called me names. And in one of my darkest moments, when I was overwhelmed and breaking, and I had a scissors to my wrist, he pulled the scissors away, and he called me a fucking baby instead of offering help or humanity. Then came the silence, sometimes for hours, sometimes for days, sometimes for weeks. If you know, you know. If you don't, I hope you never have to. The next song this week is Ghosts by Rebekah Gilbert. She sings about being haunted by sins that aren't hers. Ghosts passed down through generations. When I hear this song, I think about the ghosts I carried. Not crimes, but expectations. Roles I never chose, burdens I never asked for. This song reminds me that some ghosts aren't ours, but we carry them anyway. And sometimes the bravest thing we can do is decide we're done being haunted. There were so many days I let the world tell me who to be. And there are still days I look in the mirror and struggle with the reflection staring back at me. I've said the words, I hate being me, more times than I want to admit. Not because I truly hated myself, but because I was exhausted from trying to live inside everyone else's version of me. The next song this week is Hate Being Me by Audra McLaughlin. A song I could have written myself. She sings about all the ways we're told we're too much or not enough. Too short, too tall, too weak, too strong, too fat, too small. If we listened to everything the world said about us, we'd all end up hating ourselves. This song reminds me of the moment I finally pushed back. The moment I said, "Shut up, world. Just let me be me."
They say I love too hard, I fall too fast, give away so much of myself, I'll never get it back. I get too mad when life don't go my way. I look in the mirror at all the things they say I should change. To hell with what they say. I'm too short, too tall, too fat, too small. How do I live with myself? I'm too weak, too strong, never right, always wrong. My life would be a living hell if I listened to the world and what they believed. I'd hate being me. Every day's a fight, I'm finding now, to give myself a little grace and lay these weapons down. I pray every day, I see in time how every scar, every mark, every flaw makes me one of a kind. When they say I'm too short, too tall, too fat, too small. How do I live with myself? I'm too weak, too strong, never right, always wrong. My life would be a living hell if I listened to the world and what they believed. I'd hate being me. If I listen to the world and what they believed, I'd hate being me. Oh, but I don't hate being me.
There was a time when I couldn't feel anything anymore. When the judgment, the silence, the isolation became so heavy, I didn't know how to keep going. I was exhausted. I was angry. I was defeated. And no one knew. We were a family of 3, carrying secrets no one else could see. Secrets that lived in the walls, in the quiet, in the spaces between breaths. The next song this week is Curse of Cleo by Brooke Haynes. She sings about reaching a point where you can't feel the pain anymore, where the cards aren't in your hands and the men in your life feel like they're stealing your oxygen. This song takes me back to that place, not to stay there, but to remember how far I've come. From the woman who couldn't feel anything to the woman who finally chose herself.
Witch's curse was born. She set out to hide my lover. Owls cried out across the mountain as she buried my fate in the snow. Many times I tried to deny the gods, gave my heart from my body to shivered in the winter. I opened up my door to keep them warm, but I can't say another word about your darkness. I'm so tired of being your host. Look into my hungry eyes. Never only swim in love. In the clouds, I can't feel the pain anymore, not anymore. Great child, you should have known the cards were never in your hands. You trade your soul for the chance of a home.
This week, Black Jackson asked me to tell my story. Not because mine is the only one, because there are so many more that may never get told. His heart has been centered on the woman killed by ICE in Minneapolis on January 7th. This week, I say her name, Renée Nicole Good. Her name tugs at my heart every day. Renée is my middle name, and my childhood nickname was the same as hers, Nene. That connection sits heavy in my chest. I will not forget you, Renée. Not this week, not ever. There is a difference between being killed and being murdered. A killing becomes a murder only when the person who pulled the trigger is investigated, charged, and brought before a jury of their peers. That's the threshold. That's the line. That's the moment when a society says, we will look at what happened and we will decide whether this was justified or whether it was a crime. But right now, in the death of Renée Good, that line is being erased. Federal officials have already declared the shooting justified before the evidence was even reviewed. They've said the ICE agent, Jonathan Ross, is protected by something they call absolute immunity, a claim that reporting from CBS News notes legal experts dispute, and yet the effect is the same. No investigation, no charges, no jury, no accountability. A woman is dead, and the man who shot her may never have to answer a single question in a courtroom. And that right there is the deepest, oldest fear of every woman who has ever been abused. Because this isn't just about one shooting. This is about the pattern where men are believed first, believed fast, believed automatically, especially white men in positions of power. The pattern where women are doubted, dismissed, or blamed before they even open their mouths. The pattern where the public jury has already been seated and it's already leaning towards the man. I know that fear. I lived inside that fear. I didn't even know I could call the police. I didn't know what counted as abuse. I didn't know that what was happening to me was real, because the world had trained me not to trust my own experience. And when I finally did speak, I was terrified no one would believe me, because so many times before, they hadn't. So I look at what's happening now, and I ask the same question every woman asks in the quietest parts of her mind. How are we supposed to feel safe in a society that keeps telling us over and over and over again that we will not be believed? And I don't have an easy answer, but I do know this. Saying her name matters. Saying our stories out loud matters. Refusing to let silence be the final word, that matters. Because if the system won't hold these men accountable, then the truth we speak becomes the only record that remains. But in Renée's case, that moment may never come. And Renée cannot even speak for herself, because Jonathan Ross took that from her. He took away her voice when he shot and killed her. She doesn't get to speak now. Now her wife, Rebekah Good, is the one who has to speak for her. And Becca doesn't know what was going on in Renée's mind in those final moments, because Renée never got the chance to tell her. What we do know is this. Renée saw a masked man, a man with no name, a man she had never met, pull a gun on her while she was trying to flee. A man she had already calmly told she wasn't mad at. And she was surrounded by masked men, carrying guns. Men she didn't know. Men who did not identify themselves. Men giving her different directions, telling her to leave, and at the same time demanding she get out of the car. Conflicting commands. No clarity, no safety, no way to know which voice, which order, which threat she was supposed to respond to. She had no context, no warning, no explanation, just fear. Pure, instinctive fear. In a moment that unfolded faster than any human being can process. She was caught in the middle of a scenario she most likely never imagined, never rehearsed, never once ran through her head. And I implore you, what would you have done in those seconds? The next song, What Gives, by Arden. You know, when I hear this song, I think about the way women are asked to carry the weight of everything. The fear, the silence, the danger, and then somehow still be the ones who explain ourselves. We're asked to justify our pain. We're asked to prove our fear. We're asked to make our trauma sound reasonable to people who have never had to live inside it. And that's what keeps echoing for me right now, watching what happened to Renée Good. Because there is a legal difference between being killed and being murdered. So I'm going to repeat myself for those of you in the back of the room. A killing becomes a murder only when the person who pulled the trigger is investigated, charged, and brought before a jury of their peers. That's the moment when a society says, we will look at this honestly. But in Renee's case, that moment may never come. Federal officials have already declared the shooting justified. They've already said that the ICE agent involved will be protected. No investigation, no charges, no jury, no accountability. And that is the nightmare that every abused woman knows too well. The fear that no matter what happens to us, the world will believe him first. The fear that the jury of public opinion has already been seated, and it's already leaning towards the man, especially the white man. So when this song asks, what gives? My answer is this. What gives is the illusion that women are protected. What gives is the lie that if we speak up, someone will listen. What gives is the belief that our safety matters as much as theirs. And yet here we are, still speaking, still telling the truth, still refusing to disappear. Because if the system won't hold these men accountable, then the truth we speak becomes the only record that remains. In Renee's case, it's the witnesses, it's the recordings, it's the different angles, because Renee doesn't get to speak. An unknown, masked man holding a gun took that away from her.
What gives, what takes, what breaks and burns, like my naked heart laying out in the sun. Like my twisted stomach in the back of my throat. Keep blind, keep deaf, don't think. Make the feeling leave. Stay mute, don't lie, don't breathe. There's pain in what you see now. What beats, what aches, what's hot and void, between my legs every Saturday. Like all the sharp nerves behind my eyes. Keep lying, keep down, don't think. Make the feeling leave. Stay mute, don't lie, don't breathe. There's pain in what you see. Pain in what you see. Pain in what you see now.
The next song this week is It Just Me by Casey Walton. This song feels like the moment after the clarity hits, when the dust settles and you're left alone with the questions you were too scared to ask while you were still in the storm. And in the wake of Renee's death, so many women are left with questions that may never be answered. Questions that sit heavy in our chests because we already know the truth, that society may never see us, never listen to us, never notice the women who are lost inside lives we never thought we would have to live. We are left wondering if anything will ever change, wondering if this simply is the way things are, wondering if this will forever be the status quo. Is it just me? Is the sound of that wondering. It's the voice of every woman who has ever felt invisible in her own life. Every woman who has carried the weight of someone else's moods, someone else's expectations, someone else's silence. It's the echo of the years I spent second-guessing myself, trying to figure out if I was overreacting, if I was the problem, if I was expecting too much or accepting too little, because that's what I was constantly being told. I was the problem. I was expecting too much. It's the voice of every woman who has ever whispered, "Is it just me?" And finally realizing the answer is no. It was never just you. You were just the one brave enough to feel it.
Is it just me, or does it feel like the world is on fire? I try to breathe, I try to sleep, and still I wake up tired. Sometimes it hits me, I get dizzy trying to keep up. I close my eyes and just like that another week's up. Is it just me, or does it feel like the world is on fire? Yeah, I know seasons change and nothing stays the same, but it don't feel that way. No, it don't feel that way. No, it don't feel that way. Is it just me, or does it feel like our hands are tied by this machine that runs on greed disguised as pride? It's nothing new, what can you do? There's always problems, but money talks and it sounds like they don't want to solve them. Is it just me, or does it feel like our hands are tied? Yeah, I know seasons change and nothing stays the same, but it don't feel that way. No, it don't feel that way. No, it don't feel that way. Seasons change and nothing stays the same, but it don't feel that way. No, it don't feel that way. No, it don't feel that way. Is it just me, or does it feel like the world is on fire?
The next song this week is Aisle by Corin Diaz. She sings, "Tell me of a time when we were really happy." And that line hits like a question I never had an answer for. Because for 16 years, I was told I was the problem. Selfish, careless, too much, not enough. I carried the weight of words and actions I didn't ask for, but always received. So I rewrote the story in my head, just to survive it. If I acted fine, maybe it would be fine. If I stayed quiet, maybe it wouldn't get worse. If I stayed in line, maybe the storm would pass. I kept myself busy. I kept the house clean. I fixed every problem alone. I didn't ask for help, because help wasn't coming. My screams were silent. My exhaustion was silent. My fear was silent. And every time someone asked how I was, I said, "I'm fine. I'm good." No one knew. No one questioned. No one came.
time when we were really happy, and I would have remembered a stronger hope. And you tell me I'm selfish, so careless, well baby, I'm tired of being told I'm so bad. Yeah, I'll keep my walls up, you can't break them down. Can someone bring my mind to the ground? We're everywhere but here, going round and round. I'm tired of these same stories. Am I screaming loud enough? Am I screaming? Am I screaming? Am I screaming? I thought I'd be fine, but you're all I think about. Leaving how you left, and I act like I don't care, but we both know not really like that. Can someone bring my mind to the ground? We're everywhere but here, going round and round. Tired of these same stories. Am I screaming loud enough? Can someone bring my mind to the ground? We're everywhere but here, going round and round. Tired of these same stories. Am I screaming loud enough? Am I screaming loud enough? Am I screaming loud enough? Am I screaming? Am I screaming? Am I screaming?
The final song this week is The Quartet by kileypet. And when I hear it, I think about one simple truth. We can't change people. We talk, we ask, we beg, we scream. But people don't change unless they want to. In the scope of my story, there was nothing I could say or do to lessen the abuse, to soften his anger, to change his heart. And even though I haven't spoken to him in 2 years, I know he hasn't changed. Because if he couldn't change for his wife and his child, he wasn't changing for anyone. In the scope of the world, we've been living in chaos here in Minneapolis and across rural Minnesota these last few weeks. And without getting into politics or religion, I can say this with certainty. Human decency has taken a hit. My heart breaks for the people affected, my family included. How did we get so divided when it comes to basic human rights? When did invisible lines drawn by white men start determining what rights women have, what rights any of us have? We are so privileged in this country. We have more than enough to share. And yet somehow we've convinced ourselves that compassion is a limited resource, that dignity is negotiable, and that humanity is optional. But it isn't. It never has been. And if there's one thing I've learned from everything I've lived through, it's that we don't heal by drawing lines. We heal by crossing them, by choosing empathy over fear, by choosing decency over division, by choosing each other. I am a woman. I am still here, and I'm done being silent.
When I was young, there was hope in my eyes. I believed someday I'd feel free. while my parents would grieve over how nothing's what it used to be. The years have moved us in the open, hidden, still the same. People living for tomorrow, thinking empty days will change. We break our backs to make a living, 'cause they're just taking and no giving and feeding lies. I'm terrified as darkness closes in, and there's nothing we can say or do to make them change their lines. Any seeds of compassion, they were withered as they climbed. There's nothing I can do to save this world still spinning round, but I'll be playing in the quartet as this ship goes down. Take care the way you use your time and the people who you love. You'll lose yourself following the men lurking above. While evil seems charming, it slyly builds an army. It twists the minds from every side in everyone we know, disguises from its sinning. We lose our faith where truth is and languish in confusion, how our friends became our foes. And there's nothing I can say or do to make you change your mind, 'cause every change we choose to take, we realize in time. There's nothing I can do to save this world still spinning round, but I'll be playing in the quartet as this ship goes down. We all live a life then losing. We stay lost unless we choose it. So I'll sing the words that pour right out my mouth. I'll be frightened, I'll be crying, I'll be cooing, I'll be rhyming, I'll be finger picking till the lights go out. There is nothing I can do to save this world still spinning round, but I'll be playing in the quartet as this ship goes.
Thank you to every single artist who sent a song into Audio Underground with Black Jackson. This episode came together rather quickly, and you are the ones who answered the call, and I can't thank you enough. Black Jackson wanted me to make sure you all know how genuinely humbled he is to be trusted with your music, your message, and your story. A lot of the artists featured this week also sent in their own personal introductions to their songs, many of them sharing their truth and their experiences in their own words. You can hear those intros on the 5 p.m. Central broadcast of Audio Underground all week long. Audio Underground airs on Sonic Scout Radio. Download the Sonic Scout Radio app for free and get full access to Sonic Scout Radio shows 24/7. And if you believe in independent music, now is the time to show up for it. Follow Sonic Scout Radio on all social platforms and follow Audio Underground as well. You can find Audio Underground on TikTok at Audio Underground. All of the artists featured this week are tagged in the pinned post. Please take a minute to follow them, stream them, and support them however you can. Because the importance of independent music in times like this cannot be overstated, and neither can the importance of independent shows like Audio Underground. There's no guarantee that these freedoms of expression will even exist 1 year from now. The Underground is where our voices are shared, where we gather, where we speak freely, and where we prepare to bring the world a message of hope, peace, and love for our neighbors, no matter our differences. Because at the end of the day, we're not so different after all, despite what the news and our politicians tried to tell us. And I'm going to end this week with a quote by Margaret Atwood. Men are afraid that women will laugh at them. Women are afraid that men will kill them. Thank you for listening to this special episode of Women's Voices on Audio Underground with Black Jackson. Thank you for holding space for my story, these songs, and the women who carry them. Your willingness to listen, really listen, is how change begins.